Alright everyone, from the title you might already know what I'm referring to. You might have seen the Vegas Challenger series or YouTube videos of people playing games on this site. To put it simply, it's a website called Virgin Gaming where you can play FIFA 13 for real life money. You would have probably assumed that in order to play a video game for money, you have to be exceptionally good at the game and be able to play it to a very high standard. And whilst that of course makes it easy for you, it is by no means something that is required to earn a little bit of money off the site. You're probably wondering how you can make money off a game if you're not amazing at it, and it's quite simple. On Virgin Gaming there's a rating system. All players are ranked from levels 1 to 10 depending on their ability. Obviously 1's the lowest and 10 are the best players. What's more important is that you don't have to play anyone you don't want. Even in tournaments where you progress through rounds, you can always choose your opponents. You can wait as little or as long as you want until you find someone you want to play. For example, if you're of level 6 standard, you can make a nice amount of money by just playing people your level or lower. There's no obligation for you to play anyone with a better rating than you. I see this sort of question asked a lot, and it's a reasonable one to ask. Because there's real money on the line, people assume that everyone uses super cautious, sweaty tactics, plays 5 at the back and holds contain. But I can honestly say I have worse experiences playing Ultimate Team, pro clubs or regular seasons than I do on Virgin Gaming. One thing that is true though, is that the large majority of players use 5-star teams, mainly Madrid, Bayern Munich and Brazil. Now and again you might get someone willing to use 4-star teams, but generally speaking people will always want to use a 5-star team. Despite that, I'd say in about 10 to 15 games, I come up against someone who uses a 5 defence formation. Most players use 4-2-3-1 and quite a few use 4-3-3 and the diamond formation. Obviously, like any game mode, you'll get the players who sit back with ultra defensive and spam free balls to Ronaldo. But in my experience, I found these players to be far less common than something you'd expect on a site like this where money is on the line. The key is to find the team you play best with in the game, find a balanced formation and stick to it, and that will help you a lot. There's 2 ways to get money into your account. The first is obviously depositing money, in which you have to deposit at least $10. But if you aren't prepared to make that risk just yet, there's a free entry tournament which you can join. Win 3 games and you'll have $3. The good thing about that tournament is that there will be a lot of new players who won't be that good at the game, so it's a good chance to get a small amount of money under your belt. It's not a lot of course, but it's a start. It means you can build on that without having risked any of your own money. For example, I signed up to the website when you got $5 free upon signing up, and from that $5 I got it into the hundreds without having to deposit a single penny. In my opinion, you should always play the tournament matches. You've got a far better chance of winning money with tournaments than you have with head-to-head matches. For every game you play, Virgin take 12% of the fee. If you play a $5 match, then the winner gets $8.80, so the profit is $3.80. Now say you win 2 $5 matches, your profit will be $7.60. Then you lose one, your profit from the games combined will be $2.60, despite winning 2 out of 3 games, all for the same amount, which isn't very good return. Tournament matches, on the other hand, allow you much more leeway. The difference with tournament matches is that you can progress through rounds, still on your initial entry fee, and then cash out whenever. For example, if I enter a $5 tournament and win the first round match, I can cash out with the $8.80, which would be like playing a regular match, or I could continue on for a higher prize of $17.60. Now, obviously that involves risk, because if you lose, then you have lost the $5 game that you entered in with. However, if you win, you've then won $17.60 from just $5 from winning 2 games in a row, with a $12.60 profit. You could then afford to lose 2 games in a row, and still end up with a combined profit of $2.60 from winning 2 and losing 2. Playing for real money won't be for everyone, and everyone knows how frustrating the game can be. But money can be made if you know what you're doing. You've just got to be careful with who you play. Stick to people of your ability, and don't gamble more than you can afford to lose. If you're still confused or want to know something, then leave a question in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you're on the PS3 and want to play me on the website, then I'm happy to do that.